Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Diecast Alfie. Hope everybody's doing fine. I personally am doing okay, apart from Mum's back in hospital again. She's doing okay. She was taken in suspected pneumonia in the middle of the week, only mild though, so hopefully, touch wood, she should be coming out this weekend. We're currently on Saturday the 30th of August for anybody who wishes to know. And so you've been getting a couple of videos that I'd done prior to today, a couple of weeks ago, that I've had saved. I was saving them up and I was supposed to do more, but that's life and you don't get to do what you want to do because you get sidetracked with other things. So in the meantime, I've had quite a few deliveries of Mini GT of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Mini GTs, 4 pop races and 4 Kaido. So you can probably see to the side today the Scooby-Doo, the Subaru Impreza there, and obviously at the bottom we've got the stock version, and on the blister I've got a Chase, absolutely wonderful. I'll do a thingy on that at another date. I just wanted to put it there because it looks stunning. So today we're gonna look at the Mclaren F1 GTR 1995 Le Mans 24 Hours winner, post-race weathered, number 870. And let's get a close-up of that. The 985 Nissan Z Veilside FFZ 400, and that's in gold chrome. Let's do the back of that. Bottom left UPC, top left TSM model, genuine, not counterfeit, for Counterfeit Boy. Nissan Motor Corporation official licensed product there. Okay, and that was the 870. Details on the back there for anyone who wishes to take a close-up. Same details, UPC bottom left, official licensed TSM model, which is official, not counterfeit, and McLaren official there. And let's see where these were made, just for Counterfeit Boy. Yeah, these were Sunrich Toys and Hobby, California, USA. And so was that one there. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to start with this. Now, anyone who watches my channel will know that gold is my least favourite colour. That's a personal preference when all's said and done. Doesn't mean to say there is anything wrong with this model whatsoever. It's just not my cup of tea. You say, well, why have you bought it? Well, since I started collecting, whenever that was, what did I say? It was the year 2022. I've collected every stock model since. So that's why I've collected it, because it's part of the collection. Now, having said that about the gold, it's not all bad on this occasion. I quite like the wheels. I'm going to nice 5-spoke wheels. I mean, that gold is proper. If you love gold, it's a really nice gold if you like it. See, like that gold engine in the back. Well, it's not an engine, is it? It'll be some type of nitros or something or other. Knowing these, it could be like a speaker for your sound system. No idea. Some petrol head will tell me, but I suspect it's some kind of nitros or something. I sound like I know what I'm talking about, don't I? Not got a clue. Yeah, rubber wing mirrors, Veilside across the front windshield, windscreen if you're in England. You see on that dashboard you can see the clocks. That's a nice touch going across the dashboard near the steering wheel. Some dashboard clocks. Nice bit of detail. On the front bonnet, I'm not sure if that's... What is it? I think it actually says Veilside. It looks like Veilside writing repeated a million times on the bonnet. Never seen that before. Nice bit of louvered air outtakes on to the rear of the front wing. It's so tiny there, it says something. Not got a clue. Probably Veilside again. That's black radiator, clear headlamps. It's not for me, but when all's said and done, a lot of people love these, don't they? So, see, they had that gold set, didn't they, of whatever they were. I didn't take no notice because I just couldn't stand it. In the blisters, weren't they? Nice canards on the side of the wings there. Just about see them better if I go like that. You can see the gap. See the gap there through. Oh. I'm trying to not get fingerprints all over it, but I probably will. Oh, I don't even know what it is. What did I say it was? Oh. No, not much enthusiasm for this at all. Nice spoiler. It's actually nice. Some nice markings on the corners there, on where it sharpens off. There's some gubbins markings. Can't make my mind up what it is. Nice rear, nice Nissan badge right smack bang in the middle. Nice chrome tipped exhaust. Yeah. Oh, actually it's a nice chrome exhaust underneath as well, where them tips are coming out. Nice bit of markings, gubbins on the bottom. Okay. Okay, well, there we go. I think there's so much coming out nowadays with these mini GTs and Kaidos, and then we've had the funny cars, what do you call them, cubes. It's hard to keep track of everything that's coming out, really. I did take a look at them, and it's not for me at all, but they're alright for a bit of decoration, I suppose, but that's about all. Not as a collector's, but great for kids, great for kids. Well, there you go. Anyone who likes gold, I'm sure you're going to like that. Okay, well, swiftly moving on to the Mclaren F1 GTR 1995 Le Mans 24 hours winner. And this is after the race, post-race weathered. Oh God, I bet you're sick of me. These weathered ones are not my cup of tea. Oh God, I bet you're shaking your head now, aren't you? I don't mind them on a Land Rover or something, you know, like when they've been through a lot, you know, a muddy event and all the rest of it. Now that's not to say that these don't get muddy or dirty, you know, in a race. Of course they do. But I prefer my models clean, with a beautiful livery. But having said that, it's a very, very nice car. Lovely casting, as we know. So let's have a look. You've got, well, you've got all what I call dirty grey down the side, where all your tampos are not very clear. Yeah, it's okay. Rubber wing mirrors. It's a lovely car, don't get me wrong. All sparkling new on top. I heard somebody else saying about, well, it don't look right, that it's all clean on top and it don't make sense. Well, sometimes it does. But you'd have thought they'd have put a little midges of dirt on the top, but whatever, you know. It just seems a bit why it's all of a sudden when it comes to the windows and the, you know, the top, that it's clean. Even that, all my eyes are gone. You know, sparkling clean windscreen. So I mean, it's crystal clear. Lovely. It's a lovely car, don't get me wrong. Number 59 on top of the headlamp, which is the race number. Nice painted headlamps inside the clear case. It's not the case, the lens. Get it middle. OCD. Don't ask me what that's saying on the front there, but some little lights as well, very tiny little lights. Unico Clinic. Oh, I don't know what that is. Is that something like the clap clinic, the gum clinic? Oh, there you go. It says it on the side, doesn't it? Unico Clinic. Well, you again, you petrol heads in the comments may tell me, enlighten me, because I'm 58, you know, so I'm a bit ignoramus, particularly if it's an American one or American-based Unico Clinic. So even though he must be an English driver, because he's got his Union Jack. Well, that's the thing going on at the moment, isn't it, in England? Union Jacks everywhere. Fantastic. If you can't support flying your country's flag, you shouldn't be living in that country. Immaterial of idiosyncrasies with the governments. The country is your country. That's what you've been born in, and if you don't like it, off skis. You know, you don't have to support you know, lots of things that are going on. You know, everybody's entitled to their own opinions, etc, etc. But I've seen people on on YouTube taking flags down, stamping on them, and I'm like, what? And that's English people, English white people. You know, for me, colour doesn't come into it. It's absolutely immaterial, irrelevant. A person's a person. We're all the same. You know, I'm not going to get into massive politics, but my issue is illegal. If it's illegal, it's illegal. End of. I have to follow the rules of the country and abide by it. And that's the end of that. Totally agree for genuine asylum people. Totally agree. You are entitled to safety. The only problem that I've got with it is that you've passed through safe countries to get to this one, because it's an easy target, let's say. But I'm not going to go there. You're not here for an air. Nice bit of a grill under there somewhere. It's a bit dark. You might be able to see it. A bit of meshing. Anyway, the point was the Union Jack. I've just noticed that there's one above the left headlamp. If you see it there, very nice. Very current. Steering wheel smack bang right in the middle on this Mclaren. Oh, there's a Michelin man there right on the corner. There. The corner of the wing. Some nice writing on the wheels, on the tyres. Oh, it's a lovely car, but as I say, might be because I'm old, my eyesight's going a bit, that I prefer it sharper and clearer. But nice carbon wing at the spoiler, at the not wing, spoiler. Lovely carbon, that. Yeah, I like that. Never been my favourite back end, that. But what's it got BMW on for? Let me have a look at that. BMW, some sponsorship or whatever it is. Either side, left and right. Bit strange on a McLaren. Again, someone will enlighten me. For tips of exhaust, smack bang in middle there. Don't know. I'd rather have them chrome, as you know, so I can see. 58, you know. Right, see any gubbins on bottom? Nah. Flat. As I said in one of the last videos, I like the fact that they're printing on them now what model they are on the bottom. You can see that rear wheel is fatter, fat boy like me, than the front one. Fatter tyres, excellent. Yeah, I mean, that's a lovely model, don't get me wrong, a lovely casting, as we know, beautiful. Right, well, we've got some Union Jacks on that, so I'm happy with that. That for me is an absolute total different machine altogether. I wouldn't have bought it only for the fact that it's part of the series, if you like. What we're in now, well, one of these is 1011, which we're going to come on to on one of the next videos, the Mazda RX-7. So we're well started into the thousands now. Well, there we go. This hobby's totally draining my funds. I am skint, as I'm sure we all are. I'm just, I say, I'm lucky really that, well, I'm lucky that I can, you know, get some of these model, well, you know, the stock ones, a lot of the specials, most of the specials, not a chance. I just can't get them. However, having said that, I have picked up two of the like, couple of stunning Kaido houses. They opened the Venice Beach garage Kaido house, Junamai, and the first model there was the Hako, the Nissan 2000 GT Hako from Venice Beach, and I was extremely lucky to get my hands on that model and the 3 pins that go with it. So I'm not going to show you because it's pointless, because I'm not opening it, because I'm keeping it sealed. But I was lucky to get that, and there we go. So that's why I'm skint. Okay, everybody, so I'd like to thank Dan, Jenny, and Big Ron at modelstore.co.uk for all their help in locating my models and pre-ordering everything for me. They work very hard because I mither them to death. I've got OCD when it comes to, I've got to know the ins and outs of everything, and I ask a lot of questions, which isn't a bad thing, depending on who you're asking, because if they're a bit arsey, not them, nothing to do with the model, I'm not talking about the model store, I'm just talking about people in general. If they're a bit arsey, then you can grate on them a little bit when you're questioning, but I'm only questioning because I'm interested. In fact, there was an incident at work. I was in a meeting and they were rolling out a new thing, which, as it happens, was absolutely totally rubbish. But I never said that. I was totally positive, and I asked one question, how it was going to work, which was a fair question. And then the day after, I got some feedback off my boss saying that, oh, he believed I'd been negative, and I was like, what? What, asking a question in a Q&A rollout of a new product? No, it wasn't a product, it was a new way of working, and asking one question when every single person in that room had been, well, most of them have been really, really negative, and I asked one positive, well, what I thought was a positive question, and the biatch went and reported back to the boss when she was asked how the rollout meeting went, because we were a bit wrong, and I were mostly Salford lads in Manchester, and some of them were quite wrong, and I'm not on about Salford lads, but just the lads. I played for Salford Rugby League in my youth, so I have a big affection for Salford, and yes, so I was deemed negative for asking one question, so hey ho, don't know how I got onto that, but yes, so anyway, I was just saying, modelstore.co.uk, all your pre-orders, any other models you're looking for, they do a massive selection. Okay, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, not that much moaning today, so we're not done too bad. If you like the video, please hit the like button, and if you're not already subscribed, please do. I've seen a lot of channels grow in the last couple of years. Mine's grown very slowly and not to the heights of some of these other channels. I've said it before and I'll say it again, I know some of these channels must buy viewers. I'm not about that. If you don't want to watch it, oh, well, subscribe to it, don't, but it costs you nothing, and I really would appreciate it. Okay, let's get them numbers up. I always said if I got some massive big number, well, not massive, but big numbers up, you might get a bit of a free draw, a competition. But I'm not doing it with 45 viewers who've watched my last video. Ain't no way. Okay, have a great week, and I'll see you in the next episode of Diecast Alfie. Take care, enjoy your hobby. Bye.